team line it. Big team line. 54. General West. Check 15. Check 15. Get it.
On first down, Correa. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Ready up.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Well, the second down throw on target. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34.
X3, 218, chopper. Slant. Shoot. Greystone, travel.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Mike's 50.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Back to throw. Correa. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Remember, of course, he threw 5 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive, same result here.
But it's hard to believe that you can throw 5 in the previous week and start out your very next game the exact same way. He's going to need a lot of support on his own sideline. Make sure he gets really fully, mentally into this one.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32.
Sunday. Pilot, 64, weak. No. Shoot! Watch the shoot! Check. Lucky. 25, check 25.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Hey, let's get that hard. Bunch. Switch. Check nickel. Man 5-7. Check safety. Watch safety creeping. Safety's moved off Porter.
From the 36, Wentz on the crossing route, complete. That's Price. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right, because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Lefty, lefty. Watch the shit. Hey, 2 jet bombers. 2 jet bombers.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. Man open. It's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. 23 yards the pickup there. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Go, go. Let's go, defense.
Now Wentz will keep it. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Oh, no dice there. That is excellent penetration. They give him no lane whatsoever to try and sneak the football across, and in fact, he'll wind up losing ground on 1st down.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Check. Now.
To throw again. Correa. Throw left side complete. It's Price. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. 80 weapon. 57.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Operating from the gun. Correa going deep for Diggs. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Another... Throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, Delta. Switch. Check 99. Check 99. Ready.
From the gun, Correa. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Price. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Throw left side complete. It's Price. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Set, ready, 10-2 soft. Hey, tighten down. There you go. My chest. 49, check 49, check 49. Check 3. Let's go.
On second down, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Recon, 132 fighter. Here I come. Let's go, Mike 50. I know he ain't got it. Quick the edge. Come. Out. Big dribble.
Off the play fake. Correa. And that's knocked away and incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Wentz going to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Go. 180. 56. 5-9. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Wentz now on first down. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
In your face.
Check. Two jet. Back, 6-6. Pull it high.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
There we go. Pac-Man. 280.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40 and finally taken down at the 44-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From midfield, here's Wentz. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Man, I got you. 57.
Look at me. Zipper. On the ball.
57. Mike, 57.
Hey, we got to get Topper.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Let's go. 50, plant.
57. Danny. 57's the mic. Watch 50.
Yep.
Let's go.
Hey, Jet.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Hey.
Looking to throw on second down. Correa. It's caught by OBJ. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Third and 5.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. He finds Beckham complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Well, that'll get them to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. To throw, it's Wentz. Got a man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 43. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
The 20. Black, come on.
That's got to be a long day. Check. Shit.
He get grip.
Six.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, kill. Hey, Ford, don't kill. Hey, box truck. Yeah, shoot.
Check three.
Let's go.
Wentz now to throw. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Straight 15. He's coming. X3. 218.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On second down now, it's Sanders. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Wentz.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is right down Broadway. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Going deep for Diggs. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Now for the point after. It's good to make it 17-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Correa. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Correa. And it's caught. Becker. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line.
That's another Vikings first down.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
17,
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
Let's go. Great. 46 down, man. 5-4.
Throwing now is Wentz. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Wentz now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Check it.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On the ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
To throw on 2nd down, Correa. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw. Correa. And the pressure gets to him again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check 24, check 24.
Look, squeeze.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Now. Hit it.
On fourth down, Correa. Fletcher Cox, and an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. First and goal from the 1. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 26. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Come on.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Correa. Over the middle to Beckham. That one covers 29 yards. First down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Down. Hey, wahoo. 60 outlaw. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Mike's 50. Quit talking about it.
5.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and that'll bring up second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
That's another Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Ready.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
Hey, echo. Get it.
Operating from the gun, Correa. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. 2nd and 6. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 11. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Here we go. 120.
Hey, watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for the Eagles, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.